Hey everybody, I got me some ground chuck out of the freezer and I'm going to make 2 to 3 meals out of this. There's 2 pounds, so probably more than 2 or 3. First, I'm going to start and I'm going to get this hamburger done, ground chuck, and I am going to start with sloppy joes tonight. I've been hungry for sloppy joes for a long time. Then, one of my second meals, or whatever they are, I'll probably eat more than once, will be my home canned tomatoes. And I will make some, let's see what I'll make. I'll either make penne noodles or macaroni noodles. I have no spaghetti right now. And I will save some of this hamburger that's going to be cooking. Ground chuck, I'm sorry. Anyway, the first thing will be the very first thing that I want is sloppy joes. I've been wanting sloppy joes for over a week now. Now's the time, I guess, because we had to eat the pot roast I made. I made a pretty good sized pot roast. And we ate every bit of it. Every last bite of it we ate. Dan and I did. But now I'm wanting sloppy joes, and I need to use this ground chuck. So then after that, I'm going to make some good old hamburger macaroni and tomatoes like Grandma used to make. And I'll separate the meat once it gets done. And that way I'll have enough for my sloppy joes tonight, possibly tomorrow, and then the other half will go into making the noodles. And I'll have just about everything made, because in the mornings I will eat eggs and stuff. So I'm trying to make myself eat, like today I eat yogurt. So I'm going to cook this ahead of time because I won't waste it if it's cooked. I will make myself eat it, which these are 2 or 3 things that I really like. So we got the hamburger in there. I'm going to put some of my easy onion in there because I have no onions, but this is good stuff to go in with this hamburger, because I'll be putting it in. I always like to put it in, like onions or something, in with the hamburger and tomatoes. A lot of times I don't use it because it changes the flavor a little bit, but since I'm putting it in here, we'll go ahead and do that. That's about a tablespoon of easy onion. Easy onion. It's really good stuff. So I'm going to get, let's see, what do I want to use here? This. I'm going to use my wooden spoon to get that all broke up in there. I don't want to use the other thing because it breaks it up really, really good, and I want a little bit of a chunk to it. And what I'm going to do here, I bought these, if you can see from the frost, I bought these at Kroger's yesterday, and they're everything burger buns. It's got their ballpark and no high fructose corn syrup in them. So they're everything bagel. No, everything burger buns. They're like a bagel. They got the same stuff on it. Anyway, I'm going to thaw these out, and I'm going to have me a nice, thick sloppy joe. And I'll probably put a little bit of cheese on it. That's going to be my supper. And I may open some green beans. I'm not sure. I've been going in there looking at my home canned stuff. And I need to really start eating it. To be honest with you. I have a lot just for us two. You know, I have a lot. And as far as I can tell, I don't think anybody, kids in my family, likes the tomatoes that's canned, or I got green beans. I don't know if they like them either, but we'll see. But we're going to be canning again because I want to can. I love canning. It's something that's a hobby to me, and to me it's productive because it's something to eat, and it'll keep for years on the shelf once you pressure can it. And Dan pressure cans in his big pressure canners, and I use my little one when I do it alone. But yes, I love to can, and I'm thinking of some other things to can this year so I won't have an overabundance of everything else. So we'll get this cooked up. This is a nice little roaster. Get it all cooked up, and then I'll show you the sauce. I am also going to season just a little bit of this onion butter. It's very, very good onion butter, all-purpose blend. It's by Fire and Smoke. I want to use a little bit of it. It's just got such a good blend to it. Just enough to give it a little bit more flavor. And I also have some pizza sauce that I canned in 2023, August 2023, and it's really sealed and everything. So I'm thinking taking some of them buns and making some pizza buns, because I got the big pepperoni in the refrigerator, and I've got mozzarella, and I'll have the pizza sauce. So if I want a snack or something through the week, I just grab one of them. Maybe. I got all kinds of ideas because I'm getting hungry. We'll see. This is starting to brown up. Now I got enough home canned stuff to do lots of different meals. So we'll start out with the Sloppy Joe. Let this cook for a while, but that's what we're planning. Okay, I'm going to take out enough of this hamburger, or I keep calling it hamburger, round chuck, whatever you want to call it, and so I can make my macaroni and tomatoes tomorrow. But I only need enough for in here. See, it's done. I only need enough in here to make my Sloppy Joe. I'll show you how I'm going to do it. So I'm going to put some of this aside for my meal tomorrow. And I think that's enough. Now, I am going to take this, whoops, I don't need that now anyway, this, and get down in here and get this grease, any kind of a grease, out of this Sloppy Joe mix. Hamburger. I'm just going to call it hamburger. I've been calling it hamburger all night, so. And that's the way I get my grease out. It's a good hack. See all that grease out of there? Okay. Let's get some ketchup. And mustard. Now, I'm going to have to make, got ketchup, mustard, use your sister sauce, a I'm going to have to, let me get a little more grease out there. Let's see, a little more grease. I'm going to have to make my own brown sugar because I don't have any. So I'm going to mix up some. I'll show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take some sugar. Enough to make some brown sugar. Sugar. Okay. Let me get this out of here. I don't like that grease in there. Get the grease out. Get the grease out. Much as you can. More grease. I know it flavors it, but it doesn't need to go down all back down in my belly. Okay, now I have to use some molasses. Ooh, that's strong. Putting this sugar. So I'm going to just put a little bit of molasses in that. Not much. And make some brown sugar. I put about a teaspoon in there. I want to make some molasses cookies because I need to use this molasses up too. It makes brown sugar. It's an easy way to do it if you don't have any. Improvising. That's the way they make it anyway. So it's getting brown sugar. I'm just going to go ahead and dump that in there. Mix it all around. And I'm going to use about let's see here. This is about that much ketchup. It's about a half of a cup. Get this all mixed up in there. Let me show you. There we go. Get all this mixed up. So we got our homemade brown sugar, our ketchup, and now we'll put our mustard in. Now let me open it first. Well, you gonna come out of there? Well, sit you down a minute because it's gonna be stubborn. There we go. About a tablespoon of mustard to go with that. Stir it around in there. And about a teaspoon of Who's Your Sister sauce. I have to call it that because I can't really say Worcestershire sauce. Some of that in there. A teaspoon. Didn't take much of that grandma's molasses. I got it all over me, which calls for another paper towel. Got it all over the jar. Yeah, that's what I used right there. I got 2 jars of that. I need to make something. Okay, we got all that incorporated in there. I want to put a little onion powder in that. In the sloppy joes. And then I also want to put some chili powder. That's going to be hard to get that out of there. I don't want to do the big one because I'm afraid I'll dump it all in. Come on. There we go. It's coming out a little better. Now I've got to squeeze it. All right. Let me show you here. Okay, we got all them ingredients in there. Now we're just going to let this cook into that together. And I'll toast my buns. I don't have any celery to put in it, or I'd probably put that in with it. No peppers. No manwich. I'll make it my own. Okay. Now I'm going to put the lid on that and let that cook slow while I do the bun. I forgot. I want to put a little bit of liquid smoke in that. Not much, just like this. That's it. I don't want very much in that. If it was meatballs or something else, it'd be different. But okay, so we'll move on to the buns. Okay, here's the buns. The bun. I'm gonna butter it. This is supposed to be spreadable butter, but it's just as hard as the other, really. Get it on there some way. I don't let it sit out, which you could. I'm just desperate to get it on there. I like toasted buns with just about everything I eat, if it's a sandwich-like type thing. So we'll just put that down in there. Oops, put you under there where you can get toasted. And the bottom. The bagel stuff on there. All over that bun. Trying to use this up. Yeah, Kroger's had them buns for $1.99, so I got some. Stuck them right in the freezer because I didn't know when I was going to use them. I had to get them out. There we go. There we go. Now, let's get the... Let's get the spatula. When them gets done, we'll leave that out on the table a little bit. We'll get a plate and plate up our supper. Boy, them bun things went everywhere, them little bagel things. There's something else. I can tell it's getting time to eat. Ouch, that's hot. Needs to be a little bit more toasted. I like it toasty, toasty, not just melted butter, but toasty. I'll show you here in a minute. have this ready to put on. My sloppy joe that's been cooking over there. I think these are going to get done here before I know it. Yeah, there we go. That's what you call toasty bun. And I know this one probably is too. Yeah. Now I'm going to put this. Let me see if I can get you to see this. There we go. Best I could do. Put this on there. I'll make it sloppy because that's the way I'm going to eat it. Sloppy. That's what the name of it is. Then I'm going to take this and slap it on top. Oh, I forgot my cheese. Hold on a minute. Slap that cheese on there. Ouch, that's hot. Got my finger in it. Slap that cheese and it'll just melt right into that sloppy joe. And there we have it. Let me do a little bit of a taste. If I can find a cold spot here. Just to see what the filling is going to taste like. Perfect for me. Perfect. I don't have to have peppers and all that stuff. Got enough of that onion stuff in it to make it taste good. The brown sugar turned out really good. So I'm going to go eat this. Happy sloppy joe day to me.